Okay guys, welcome to my first ever SMA round 1 coverage. This is a competition run for South African races and contains some of the fastest guys in our country. You'll see myself here. I qualified in 6th position. I didn't have the best of qualifying. I've went much faster in practice. However, practice does not count. If you can't deliver it on a Sunday evening, or in this case a Monday evening, it's really worthless. So managed to get 6, so can't be too fussed about it. In this race there's basically 2 strategies, and it's a 32 lap race. The first strategy is a medium of 16-16. The second one is if you stretch it to 22 laps, you can maybe go on to the softs for the last couple of stints. Right here you'll see I just managed to go over the line, as you can hear.
Pas op, hy papaya reiser gaan jou divebom. Presies waarvan ek gepraat het.
As you can hear, I was not very happy about that. My teammate Wolfie also predicting the future there with TNR Chaz dive bombing Richard on the inside. From here it's basically making sure I don't lose too many positions. As I tell my teammate to go to the right hand side, just to cover off the inside from the guys behind me, which is TNR Wipperman, and my teammate Brandewijn actually managed to slide in behind me as well, which was awesome. From here we basically settled into a nice train, me and some of my teammates. So basically we have Wolfie in 5th, Richard in 4th, JD in 6th, myself in 7th, and Brandewijn in 8th. We are the VSR team. It stands for Vanguard Racing, and we've had an extremely successful practice week and slash weekend where we were all super close with each other, as evident from this video. Our main focus here as a team was basically to get past the TNR guys, which is the front 3 at the moment. So they have a very good race with Lefitius, Tiki and Chaz up in the front. Unfortunately on the exit here you can see JD losing it a little bit, and he managed to spin, which is very unfortunate. He is super fast, and he probably would have helped us to catch the guys up front. My main focus was here just to close the gap to Wolfie, to get into the slipstream and to avoid any unnecessary mishaps. We fast forward until lap 4, where I basically came to the back of Richard. Richard got a penalty on lap 3 and he managed to lose 1 position to. Fast forward now towards the end of the lap, where I'm getting on top of Richard and I'm gonna have a good run at him down the back straight. However, in this race bump drafting is not allowed, so you're not allowed to help your teammate go faster on the straight. So as you can see, gaining a lot of speed in the slipstream, so I managed to just slip inside onto his inside and brake a bit later to complete that move. Putting my focus now solely on catching up to Wolfie. Gonna fast forward now until lap 8, where I managed to catch Wolfie at the end of the back straight. Unfortunately, he picked up a penalty earlier on the lap, and I managed to squeeze by, putting my focus on catching the TNR guys up front. Now we'll fast forward 8 laps to the middle of the lap on lap 8, where I finally managed to catch up to Diki. So here's where it gets interesting, is because there's 2, like I mentioned earlier, there's 2 strategies, one the medium and the other one the medium soft. In my head I was thinking it doesn't help by going to the same strategy as the TNR guys here, as I want to make an overtake and potentially mix things up a little bit. So I decided to go for the medium soft strategy, meaning I would push until lap 20 to 22 before pitting, and at this stage I didn't know that they were going to pit, but as you'll see, all of them went into the pits. So this set up an interesting race, at least from a commentating point of view, as we didn't know what to expect. And as you will see, I was about a half a second behind Diki when entering the pits, so I was gaining on him, and it'll be interesting to see where I come out. I believe from here I fast forwarded a little bit up until the point where I pitted because I had clear air. It's a bit boring gameplay to be honest. I got clear air and I managed to just put the laps down. As you can see from this, we're on lap 20 now. This is the lap I decided to go to pit. As you can see, my left front tire is basically almost finished, and it was a bit earlier than I anticipated. I did push a little bit too hard, braked a little bit too late, and put a lot more strain on the tires than I would have wanted. So into the pits we go. Gonna put on some soft tires, refuel for 12 laps because there's 12 laps left, and it is a bit of a stretch on the softs. But let's see where we come out. It looks like we came out just behind Richard on this one. So he is my teammate, and he pitted earlier than me and went for the medium strategy. So good work by him to get past him. However, since we are good teammates and we are on different strategies, Richard actually assisted me in getting past on the back straight. As you can see here, he's just basically telling me to go right, putting me on the natural racing line moving forward. So here you can see I'm 6.3 seconds behind TNR Chaz. With softs, they are on the medium strategy, and my goal was to catch up to them. We fast forward now to 7 laps further. On lap 29, I finally caught up with the 6 seconds to Diki, but as you can see, my tires are taking a bit of a hit on this one. The softs aren't meant to last for 12 laps, but I'm gonna try my utmost to put pressure on Diki, see if I can get him to make a mistake and maybe slip past. Here you'll see I actually got a good run on him. However, I didn't plan to make a move here, but he went defensive and he went a little bit deep, meaning I can get an undercut on him, or the old switcheroo as they like to call it, and I managed to squeeze past. And at this point I saw TNR Chaz getting a penalty, which meant I was zoned in to the max, wanting to chase him. However, my tires were taking a bit of a hit, like I mentioned earlier, and at this point mediums becomes faster in my opinion than the softs, especially fresh or fairly fresh mediums. Here you can see Diki really catching up to me. He's on my tail. Just like I mentioned, this is where the mediums take a bit of a turn and actually becomes better than the softs. We now fast forwarded a little bit, but we're on the back straight of lap 30, so only one lap past the move I made on Diki, and he's actually having a great run managed to outbrake himself a little bit on the on the home straight though, meaning I had a bit of space on the right hand side. He was very kind to offer me that space and I took it. However, as you can see, the difference in grip levels was just too much for me at this stage, and Diki managed to slip past on the inside. I tried to get an overcut again, but his car was in the way. It's a great move by Diki there. I just couldn't defend that, almost outbrake myself, and from this point it was really just managing tires, making sure I get home safe, and I fast forward to lap 32 here, which is the last lap. I'm 1.2 seconds ahead of my teammate. I even put traction control on just to ensure that I don't spin, and my left front totally destroyed. Going last, past the second to last corner, into the last corner. I just really wanted to make sure I don't get a penalty or anything of the sort. And if I look back, I'm close to my teammates. We all ended up 0.4 seconds of each other. So 4th, 5th and 6th all within 0.4 seconds of each other. So very close race between the VSR boys, with myself taking the crown there. However, we aren't here to chase VSR crowns, we're here to chase MSA crowns, and the TNR guys just got the better of us on the day. So yeah, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I'll be doing one for every single event, and hopefully you learn something, hopefully I learn something, and I'll get better at this. Cheers guys.